agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Well, we're having a pretty good day out here. At least the wind didn't blow us away over the weekend, but we still are looking at some wind gusts within the last hour out at the airport, 30 miles per hour. Here at Radio Center, it's coming out of the west at 21, and that's about it. But we are seeing a little bit of a shift as far as the wind direction goes. It was coming out of the south and the southwest, blowing some really warm air up into the Great Lakes Bay Area. But right now it's a little bit cooler, and it is going to stay a little bit cooler as well. As a matter of fact, our temperatures really aren't going to go up too much more than what they are right now. It is 49 degrees at the airport, 49 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is at 49. Downtown Bay City, breaking the string, they're at 48. West wind, 15 to 18 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 within the last hour. Barometer is moving up 30.40. That's because we have a high pressure system off to the southwest of us. And it does appear as though that high is going to eventually drift up over us in the lower peninsula, move through the upper peninsula, and then back into Canada. So as a result, what's going to be happening with our winds is we'll continue to see some gusty winds going through the day today. But as that high pressure system moves into Wisconsin and then up toward the upper peninsula, we're going to see a change in the wind direction and a decrease in the wind speeds. Tonight, we'll have a breeze coming out of the north at about 5 miles per hour. And then during the day tomorrow, as that high pressure system with its clockwise circulation is going to be moving to the east and the northeast of the upper peninsula. So we're going to begin to see an easterly wind during the day tomorrow, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So not a real strong gusty wind by any stretch. And it'll become a little bit more southeasterly tomorrow night, but still maintain that under 10 miles per hour. Moving into Wednesday, we'll see the winds move a little bit more around toward come out of the south. And once again, we'll see wind gusts of close to 20 miles per hour. So that's the tale as far as the winds are concerned. And everybody is talking about the winds because out at the airport over the weekend, Saginaw had a reported wind gust of 63 miles per hour. Bad Axe was just under 60 miles per hour. Rankin 54, the Fenton area 51, Carroll, Bridgeport, Huron City, all 48 mile per hour wind gusts. Lapeer 47, Clio 47, and then Reese came in at 46 miles per hour. On top of all of that, southern parts of the continental United States, tornadic activity. Texas had 9 tornadoes reported, the majority of them all in the eastern part of Texas. Arkansas had 4, Oklahoma had 1. Now, that high pressure system we were talking about pushed everything out. Now it's taking up residence in southern Wisconsin. So over the next 24, 36 hours, that high is going to move up into the upper peninsula. And as a result, we're going to get a little bit of normalcy here as far as our wind speeds and our temperatures. We should be at 50 for a high this time of the year and 35 for a low. 52 is our projected high. 32 is our projected low tonight with clear skies. Sun will set this evening at 5:20, rise tomorrow morning at 7:21. Tomorrow, not much change as far as the afternoon goes. Sun, 52 for a high, 36 for a low on Tuesday night. We're going to be looking at a low pressure system, which is currently in the Rockies, moving into North Dakota during the day tomorrow. Very slow moving system. That's why we don't anticipate anything coming out of that low until late Friday afternoon and Friday night. We might see a little touch of precipitation sometime during the day on Wednesday, but I really don't think that's in the cards. I'm looking for a high of 67 on Wednesday with a low of 52, which is even warmer than our normal high, with plenty of sun. A south breeze on Wednesday, 20 miles per hour. Clear skies Wednesday night. Thursday, partly cloudy, 72. Mother Nature just not going to let up. 72 degrees for a high on Thursday, a low of 52 on Thursday night. Now, it will be wet in the Upper Peninsula on Thursday. That is a preview of things to come for us. Friday, we're going to start off with partly cloudy skies, but then clouds moving in. And later in the afternoon, there is going to be a chance of a glancing shower. 66 for a high on Friday, 36 for a low on Friday night with clouds. And then Mother Nature decides, enough of the 70s. Let's make it the 30s. So our high on Saturday is going to be our low on Friday night. We're looking for a high of right around 38 on Saturday, 27 for a low on Saturday night. Partly cloudy skies not only on Saturday, but also Sunday. Sunday, not an improvement at all as far as our temperatures go. And the long-range outlook to begin this coming weekend through the 20th of the month is for our temperatures to be much below normal for this time of the year. The precipitation pattern, though, is going to be below average as well. Record high in this state set back in 2020, just a couple of years ago, 72. The record low set in 1991 was 16 degrees. And back in 1951, yesterday and today, we tallied up right around 13 inches of snow. Fortunately, that was 1951, and we haven't seen anything like that since. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. When we return, Gary Kaufman will be talking to us at Star of the West to tell us how we're going to start off our trading week. Doug Klein also. But before we get to all of that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Hilleshog Seeds. You know, when it comes to being sweet, Hilleshog's got you covered. Leading in high sugar content for Michigan sugar beet growers, Hilleshog exceeds Michigan sugar seed approval criteria and leaves nothing unmet. Unlike some companies promising high yield but lack other key traits, Hilleshog brings a balance for Michigan's tough conditions and will always pack a load of sugar in every beet. Hilleshog, the heartbeat of sweet. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit of a blustery weekend, Gary. Hopefully it didn't blow everything away.
Oh, it sure was, Terry. Boy, I tell you, it was a wild wind for sure.
Well, I'm looking at power outages even yet this morning. Detroit Edison is talking still over in Michigan's thumb, some power out. And a little bit earlier this morning, we were looking at Linwood, Auburn, St. Charles, quite a bit of power outage there. I think the crews have got it pretty well under control, but still, for this time of the year, I guess we can expect it. Usually we get some strong gusty storms, and thank goodness a lot of guys got their soybeans off, and quite a bit of corn also has been moved out over the past week or so. Yeah,
I think the corn stands were relatively good this year. I mean, we had some, stands that were, not so good and kind of broken down. Wind would definitely do some damage to the cornfields. But like you said, Terry, for the most part, I think, 85% of the corn is probably done locally here. So.
And right now it looks as though the yields have been surprisingly good for some producers.
Yeah. And so pleasantly surprised, better than what most people expected. So yeah, overall, weather was good for the fall, and a lot of wheat got in the ground, and we had a few rain days here and there, but sometimes we need those just to take a break. So
yeah, and reevaluate what we're going to do for next year, because I think some guys contracted a little bit early with this crop that came out in the fall, and I would have to think they're kind of pleased with the result.
Yeah, when you look at where they started for this year's crop last year and this year for next year, definitely got some better numbers on the books for sure.
So what are we looking at today, Gary?
Well, we're starting out. The wheat's actually on a positive note here to start Monday morning out with. Let's call cash wheat up 9 right now, Terry, at 817 on the white, 767 on the red. New crop for next year up 7 at 867 on the white, 817 on the red. Cash corn, let's call it down a penny at 625. New crop for next year unchanged at 570. Cash soybeans down 7 at 1380, and new crop for next year down a nickel at 1330.
And again, the weather isn't hurting that wheat crop out there. It's looking better by the day.
Boy, it's getting a lot of good growth on it for sure for the winter months coming.
And again, I heard from someone over the weekend, projected acreage to be considerably higher for next year than what it was this year. Yeah,
and we'll see that acreage report out in the early part of January to see not only what the Michigan acreage was, but the surrounding states as well. So
a good start to the week. Let's keep our fingers crossed here and see if we can keep that wheat moving up, huh?
Yep, it'll be an interesting week for sure with all the reports and the election tomorrow for sure.
That's right. Gary, have a good day, okay?
I will. You do the same.
Will do. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. Are you ready to upgrade a new Ram truck for your family farm? Well, now's the time to order that 1525 or 3500. So come to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, the Great Lakes Bay's certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans, and obviously ordering is the way to go. So buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline since 1852, where family and service sells cars. And by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers, agriculture for a long, long time, like better than 125 years. They've got 2 locations in Bay City, also Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, Bad Axe, and Marlette. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Well, Doug Klein, what do you think?
Happy Monday.
Yeah. And for some folks, maybe a happier day tomorrow and an even happier day on Wednesday.
Don't count your chickens. Don't ever count your chickens.
Oh, no.
Not ever.
No. I don't know.
So they're kind of watching for inflation numbers that come out. I believe they're looking at that tomorrow. And so they're a little hesitant to do anything big just yet. And of course, they're watching for election results too. So those are the things that are holding the traders back right now. They got the stock market up a little bit. The dollar's down a little bit, setting a little over 110. So that's helpful to the commodity prices. I did see one of the gold funds that I monitor was up almost 10% on Friday alone. So that kind of got a little bit of a bounce. Don't know if it's the so-called dead cat bounce or not, but so that happened. Other than that, it's kind of like I said, waiting for tomorrow, see what plays out. And, if you hit that $1.9 billion Powerball, I probably won't be hearing from you either. So I'll have to figure something out there.
No, I know somebody that can spend it real quick.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sharing any names.
Okay.
Just, she does real well.
By Wisconsin, what the heck?
Yeah, there you go.
Here's your numbers. The December corn, $6.80, down a penny. The September of 23 corn is $6.38 3/4, down 3/4 of a penny. November soybeans, $14.45 1/4, down 6 1/4. March soybeans, $14.61 3/4, down 7 1/4. And the November of 23 soybeans, $13.94, down 5 3/4. December wheat is $8.57 1/4, up 9 1/2, and the July of 23 wheat is $8.88 1/4, up 7 3/4. So crude oil stubbornly $93.22, up 61 cents. The heating oil is $3.84.49, that's down 7 cents. Gasoline is $2.71, that's down 2.5 cents, and kind of sort of puts us around $3.36 or so at the pump. And like I said, a lot of wiggle room there. Natural gas having a big day, $7.40.5, that's up 65.5 cents. Canadian dollar, your currencies. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys you 135.06 at the border, up 28 ticks. The dollar buys you 146.69 yen, that's up 10 ticks. The euro's at 99.89, that's up 29 ticks. The dollar's at 110.47, that's down 41 ticks. Gold is at $16.79.30, up $2.70. Silver is $20.92, up 13.5 cents. Platinum is at $9.83.50. It's a little tighter market, up $23 an ounce.
Sounds that way.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great day, Doug.
Okay. Yep, you too.
Talk to you again. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Jerry Samolsky joining me right now from Bay Landscaping. Jerry, pruning those trees, cutting down some limbs before Mother Nature gets at it was probably a good idea given the weekend, huh?
It sure is, Terry. You know, we get a lot of people that call and say, geez, we want to cut our trees down because they always drop stuff. Well, my first question is when was the last time you trimmed the dead wood out of it so you take it out before it falls in a wind event? So, you know, keeping up and pruning trees, even big trees, you know, the 24, 30-inch diameter trees, the ones that are as big around as your waist, getting up and every so often having a tree crew come in and thin those out, take that dead wood out, create a better structure, will save you all the issues when you have wind events like we've had.
Sure will. Jerry, have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Yes, sir, Terry.
All right. Jerry Samolsky. We'll be right back. Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444.
It's time to make sure your crops have access to nitrogen when and where they need it. Let Envita, a nitrogen-fixing biological, be the game changer in your operation and take your ROI to the next level. Backed with proven results, with average 8-bushel yield advantage in corn, Envita fills the nitrogen gap and puts more money in your pocket. As the one source for your seed and biological needs, contact Legend Seeds today at 800-678-3346. Or visit legendseeds.net to put Legend to work on your acres.
At Beta Seed, we deliver the nation's premier sugar beet seed every spring and superior performance every fall. But neither represent our most important delivery. That honor is reserved for a delivery that knows no season. Confidence. Confidence delivered by a team of breeding professionals identifying the best traits tailored to your market. It's the industry's leading feedback loop that's led by your Beta Seed rep. From grower to rep to breeder and back again. Only Beta Seed can deliver all that. Beta Seed, breeding confidence.
Along with me, Eric Sawatsky, Yo and Yo Accounting. Eric, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, Terry.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about a tax credit maybe that we could take advantage of.
Yeah, so this would apply to any small or large businesses that have employees or are looking to hire someone. The work opportunity tax credit, it's something that's been around for a number of years, but many employers are not as aware of it, partly because there has to be some work done up front. But if you're looking to hire someone that qualifies for this credit, and there are a bunch of targeted groups that count, just to list a few, anyone who's a veteran, ex-felons, people who've been on long-term unemployment. Certain people are receiving SNAP assistance and needy family programs with the government. A couple others as well, but if anyone fits into those categories and you look to hire those people, there's actually a significant credit for hiring them and keeping them employed for a number of hours during the year. Part of it is you have to identify that they fit into these groups up front. So if the employer is going to hire someone, they have to get paperwork basically on day one from them and submit that to the state unemployment agency and verify that they're part of one of these targeted groups. And then the credit can be significant for the employer, up to about $9,000 per employee, depending on how many hours they work during the year and what targeted group they fit into. But it's a significant benefit to the employer, and then obviously hopefully gets some of these people that have more difficulty finding employment, gets them an opportunity to work as well.
Good information. Eric, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
You, Terry.
You betcha. Eric Sawatsky with Yo and Yo Accounting.
Whether your family farm has been passed down through generations or you're just starting out, knowledge and partnership fuel constant growth along the way. As the legacy of your farm strengthens, shared values and a never-ending commitment remain. ACH Seeds is proud to work with you to sustain your continued growth. This partnership, driven by a shared passion that never stops growing, is refined over time and cultivated in common ground.
The beauty of a family farm is that everyone pitches in to get things done. There is nothing like the smell of a sugar beet field during harvest or a meal served off the tailgate of a pickup. This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds representative, with a friendly reminder to keep safety a top priority this harvest season. Please encourage your crews to be cautious with field work and drive safely as they deliver this crop. You've built an impressive legacy, one that is certainly worth protecting. Thank you for your continued business again this year.
Crystal Beet Seed, never stop growing.
Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, and Beale City knows a complex world sometimes demands a simple solution. Case in point, Workmaster utility tractors from New Holland. They're tough, practical workhorses that give you unmatched comfort with a low cost of ownership. Models from 55 to 75 horsepower give you expanded visibility with comfortable seating for two. A hitch lift capacity up to 4,000 pounds means you can accomplish more with larger implements. Stop by Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, or Beale City today and ask about Workmaster utility tractors.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay